Good morning. I think today is the day where I actually sit down and explain what this channel is about. So, let's get changed and set up so that I can just sit here and talk to you guys. But not quite yet, because I need to get socks still. I don't know why I need to tell you that. And sort a few things out. And then I shall explain what this channel is for. And then we'll see how the rest of the day goes and maybe vlog it for the rest of the day. I don't know. Depends on how long it'll be when I explain what this channel's about. But it shouldn't really be too long, to be fair. And, you know, I mean, it's not looking particularly the best day. It is very cloudy and it has been raining. So, we'll just have to see how this day goes, really. So, anyway, what is this channel about? So, as I had mentioned in the first vlog that I done, which was me driving around trying to find a car, may I just point out that since that vlog I have not gone and looked for any other cars. I've been looking online now and then, but there's, I don't know, just work getting in the way and everything, and I just can't be bothered because I currently don't have the funds to buy one, even if I found the right one. So it is what it is. So what I said I wanted to do with this channel in that video, basically there's a whole bunch of hobbies that I just had this sudden urge that I wanted to give a go and what that I wanted to try out. So I should have written a list down. Okay, so I've quickly just paused it and wrote it down a quick list just so I can remember, because even writing this list I completely forgot, and it took me a couple of minutes to figure out what it was. So the hobbies I had the sudden urge to try and that I want to give a go is gold panning, which probably not going to have much luck where I'm from, but I'll still give it a go just in case. Astrology. So when I say astrology, I mean more get a telescope, going up to a nice dark area, going up the mountain or something, camping, I don't know, and just having a look at the stars, see if I can find galaxies or certain stars, stuff like that. I would just love to, or any of the planets, I would just love to do that. So that's another thing. Fossil hunting or fossil finding. So that one's not, you don't need a lot to do, I don't think. You just need the locations. So that would be getting some tools, going to a beach with a cliff and looking for fossils. I would love to see what I can find. I've always been interested in doing fossil hunting, in a way, because I remember being a kid and we'd always go to these rocky beaches, and I remember picking up random stones and throwing them on the floor to split them and crack them, because obviously I didn't have any tools at the time anyway. And the only thing is, obviously, they were just normal stones, so there was nothing in them. But I've always just wanted to, I've always had that little hope and that little thing of just that little belief that one day I will split a rock open and there'll be a fossil inside. But it never happened. So if I had the tools and I had a little bit more knowledge of how to do it, then that dream will come true. So moving on then to the next one would be metal detecting. It's fairly straightforward on that one. It's probably quite common, well, probably the most common one. So obviously get a metal detector, walk along the beach or a field or just anywhere really. I say anywhere, obviously not anywhere, because I'm not going to be able to dig up at the fucking motorway, am I? But yeah, somewhere I can do metal detecting, that'll be quite cool. I'd love to give that a go. Obviously I need permission off the landowners and wherever, but if it's the beach, then it's first come first serve. So anyway, then the last one that I could think of and that I could remember was magnet fishing. I've seen that has become like quite a big trend these days. Simply magnet on a bit of rope, throw it into a river or a lake or a pond or either wherever you may want to throw it, and see what you can get from it. Probably not gonna get anything interesting around where I'm from, but I would still love to give it a go. And obviously, if I've got the equipment, then you know, wherever I go, take it with me. And if I see something, you know, somewhere that might be interesting to try and give it a go, then there we go. Having said that, someone did do magnet fishing locally, probably not even a 5-minute drive, like probably like 2-minute drive down the road from me, and they did find a bomb in like a little pond. So you never know, maybe. So that's the hobbies, and that's what I plan on recording on this channel. The main reason why I've started recording and uploading on this channel, because like I have mentioned in the first video, I believe, I have got a main channel, or what was my main channel, where I would upload just anything. I would just upload everything on there. So I made a second channel for no reason, because even if I was vlogging or whatever, it would all just go on that channel anyway. It's not a big channel, obviously. I'm very inconsistent. This channel has probably been the most consistent I've been on YouTube. Because I've been wanting to do YouTube and try and give it a go for, Christ, tell you what, probably been 10 years now. But I've never had the consistency. I've never had the motivation. So it just never really worked out. I've just been an average guy, just doing average things, what everyone does. Just left school, got a job, left that job, got another job. List goes on. I've had multiple jobs. So with this channel, I was really hoping to crack down and, you know, get it going, you know. Hopefully get a bit more success on it. Other than that, like I said, that's the hobbies. I still do need a car. That was the other thing I mentioned. I want to get a car, a new car, because I still haven't even mentioned what my car is on this channel. It's been shown on this channel because of the Festival of the Unexceptional. We've seen, like, is in the thumbnail, or I've mentioned it, simply mentioned it, but I've not actually had like a full talk about my car. So basically I want to get another car, because the car I currently have is a Vauxhall Nova Merit 1.2 1991. And it's a brilliant car, don't get me wrong, but it's not a car that I want to be driving as my daily. So I want to get a second car that I can use as my daily, but also use to keep and store some of these tools and equipment in. Maybe, potentially. Obviously it's a bit risky if I do that, so it depends. If there's got to be certain tools and stuff, you know. Obviously I'm not going to keep a telescope because they can be bloody expensive, I know that. I'm not going to keep the metal detector in there. So certain things I will keep in the car, other things I'll have to bring in. But I want to get like a decent, like, family size car, I suppose, so there's plenty of space in the back and plenty of space for passengers if anyone wanted to come with me. And I would also want to get, which I also mentioned in the first video, I believe, a tent box. Either a tent box, or I'll just have to get like a random tent. If you don't know what a tent box is, it's basically a tent that goes on top of your car. You get the roof racks or the roof bars on your car, and you set up your tent box, attach it to that, and then wherever you go, you can just unfold it. You got a tent. Sound, isn't it? So obviously that would become very handy if I travel around the UK or wherever, doing that little list that I got there of the hobbies that I want to give a go. But obviously that was the main purpose of why I set up this channel. But as you've seen, it's taken this long. It's kind of like a vlogging channel now, I guess. So I suppose it'll be a place where if I'm doing something interesting on a certain day, then I'll maybe vlog it and try and build up my confidence with that, because even though it's like I wouldn't say it's a very common thing, but obviously everyone's got a phone these days, everyone's out FaceTiming or recording themselves or doing TikToks in public and all that, so it is quite a common thing, yet it's still, you still get weird looks at for doing it, if that makes sense. I think anyway, or that's what's in my head, because I've not grown up doing it. Obviously this generation now, and it's mad to say that because there's very few years between me and this next generation, but they have just grown up with smartphones. Obviously I've grown up with smartphones as well, but like I had like the Nokia 3310 and the old, like, genuine, I don't have it on me now, but I've got an old flip phone, like an O2 X2 flip phone. If you don't know what it is, just Google it and I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But this generation is just different. They have the confidence to just record themselves in public, and I do not. So, like, honestly, it's a different thing if you're on a FaceTime with someone, because you might see someone like just holding their phone up and talking, and then you'll be like, what are you doing? Then you might walk past and glance at their phone and you see someone else on the other side and say, oh, it's fair enough, FaceTime in. But I don't know, I just gotta rework my brain and think, no, it's fine, just vlog, get on with it, ignore the world around you. You know, it's just a weird thing. Yeah. Anyway, it's not like I want to vlog that. It's not like I'm gonna vlog that often anyway, because my life isn't that interesting, and it's a bit hypocritical for me to say that. I don't know if that's the right word, but obviously me saying that, you're gonna think, well, why am I gonna subscribe to you and why am I gonna follow this channel if your life's not that interesting? That's up to you. I'm just giving you a heads up. But yeah, I think that's about sums up this channel. Obviously, like I said, with the old videos, the Festival of the Unexceptional videos, so if I go to any car shows, I'll record them. I'll hopefully build up my knowledge on classic cars, because I genuinely do not have a clue. You know, you go to these car shows and that, and everyone's like, oh look, here comes a so-and-so with a so-and-so engine. Oh, that was like the Mark 1, but they only done it in this country. It's like, they know so much about the cars, and it's like, and it's just car after car after car, and they just know it. There might be that one that they don't know, but me, I'm the other way around. There'll be that one that I know, the rest I'll be like, I haven't got a clue. So, I would love to build up my knowledge on classic cars, but for me, in all fairness, it's not about the engine size or where it was made or the country. I just like the style of it. I just love the look of old cars. They look so much better than these modern cars. Although, to be fair, there are a few modern cars that do look nice. Can't say that I don't like them. And I don't have much choice anyway, because they're modern cars. They are the main thing of what I'm going to be purchasing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not very good with words sometimes, as you might figure out with these videos, but hopefully I get my point across, and yeah. I guess that's just me going on a rant now, to be honest. It's been, Christ, 12 minutes of me just sat here rambling on. So I suppose I don't know, will I vlog the rest of the day? I'm not really doing anything interesting today, and like I said, the weather's a bit poor, not the best, so I don't know. It's a long enough video anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys look forward to the adventures, if you would like to say. That's why it's called Welshie Explores. So I suppose that's another thing that I will be doing, is like exploring. So if I get like news about an abandoned place, maybe I'll go and explore it. Or maybe I'll go explore around the world and do some of these hobbies around the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, I just thought of, with the astrology side of it, with the telescope, what I could do is compare the stars and the planets and whatever, the view of space from the northern hemisphere compared to the southern hemisphere. So obviously, like if I go to Australia, so I'd love to go to Australia one day. It's just a very long trip and very expensive. So, but yeah, that should be something cool to do. And obviously, if I can go traveling the world and try and do some of these hobbies there, or just exploring the world, I don't mind doing that at all either. So, like I said, I'm just going on a rant now, so I need to end this video, otherwise I'm just gonna go on and on and on and on and on, because that's what I tend to get like. So, yeah, hopefully you guys, like I said, would like to, you know, I'm just, this is an invitation to you now, if you want to come along, if you've watched this far even, because you don't even know who I am, so I'm going to have to do another video explaining who I am. I suppose I can do it now, but like I said, I'm going on a rant, and I'm still doing it. I get sidetracked. So this is an invitation to you now to go ahead, click that subscribe button, leave a comment down below if you want to see me follow through and actually be consistent with this channel, or if you've got any other hobbies that you think I'd find interesting and you'd recommend, leave them down in the comments. Leave a like if you are looking forward to it. And yeah, I suppose I'll see you in the next video, which I should probably explain who I am. And it's not going to be a very interesting video, but, you know, like I said, why are you going to subscribe to me and follow me if you don't know who I am? You know what I mean? So I suppose I'll do like a little Q&A. So as well, if you want to leave any questions in the comments below, as well as, like I said, hobbies or whatever, feel free. Leave any question down below. I'll pick and choose a few questions and I'll answer them, so you can get to know me a bit better. So until then, until that video, I shall see you very, very soon. Goodbye.